Good evening everybody from Melbourne Tullamarine International Airport. My name is Hugo and today I'm going to be taking a flight on board one of AirAsia X's A330-300s from here in Melbourne over to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. Today I'm going to be travelling on the overnight flight from here and in their sort of secret premium economy class. So without further ado, come along and let's see what it's like. AirAsia X sometimes operates 2 flights in a day from Melbourne Airport. There's D7213, the flight that we'll be taking today, and D7219. Once inside Terminal 2, the international terminal, I had a look at the departure boards and went to have a look at check-in, which was at Section R. The queues looked decently long for all lines. I think that there was bag drop, flatbed, and check-in lines. I was glad to have done online check-in and I didn't have any bags to drop, so I could just go through security. Security wasn't the quickest on this occasion, but it wasn't crazy. Airside, there's a good amount of duty-free shopping which can be done, as well as some places to do some other shopping and get something to eat or drink. Now let's head to the gate. There's my ride to Kuala Lumpur. 9 Mike X-Ray Bravo Foxtrot is a 2013 built Airbus A330-343 which was delivered new to Philippine Airlines. Philippine Airlines fitted this aircraft with its refreshed A330 cabin in 2017, but withdrew the aircraft from service in 2020 and it eventually made its way to AirAsia X in 2022. In my review of Philippine Airlines' high-density A330 economy class, which is from over a year ago now, I talked about how I thought that it was interesting how Philippine Airlines chose to get rid of some of its aircraft with the refreshed cabin as opposed to the high-density configuration. So this is an example of one of those aircraft, and I think it's interesting how low-cost AirAsia X did the opposite thing. Please allow me to tell you a bit about AirAsia X's A330 fleet, the different configurations, the different classes, and the secret premium economy class. So AirAsia X's fleet consists entirely of A330-300s, but they're not all in the same configuration. There's just one aircraft in an all-economy class configuration, which I flew on last year. Then most of the A330s feature AirAsia X's 2-class configuration, which includes 12 premium flatbed seats. They're lay-flat seats, hence its name, which is sort of AirAsia X's business class cabin. But AirAsia X doesn't offer any special service for business class on board, you just have more stuff included, and the flatbed seat. When you're looking to book the flight, that's under a separate class category, sort of. AirAsia X also has 2 ex-Singapore Airlines A330s, which are also in a 2-class configuration, but as far as I'm aware, still feature the Singapore Airlines cabin. So in economy class, this would be a good aircraft to get, but in business class it probably doesn't make much difference between that and AirAsia X's flatbed seats. But AirAsia X also has 2 ex-Philippine Airlines aircraft, both of which feature Philippine Airlines' refreshed A330 cabin configuration. This configuration included business class, premium economy, and economy class. But AirAsia X only sells 2 classes, premium flatbed and economy class. So when booking an economy class ticket, you can select the premium economy class seats for not that much more than a normal economy seat. I believe the price differs from route to route, but from Melbourne to KL, I believe it's $21 for a standard economy seat, or $53 for one of the premium economy class seats. But it doesn't actually say premium economy class seat on the seat map or anything. I'll tell you more later, but for now it's time to get on board.
Through gate 18, we will firstly be boarding Zone 1 for our premium flatbed and premium flex guests and guests seated in hot seats. This will be followed by guests who require extra time or assistance to board, followed by families travelling with young children under the age of 12. Our premium flatbed and premium flex guests are invited to board at their leisure at any time. We will then commence boarding Zone 2 for guests seated in rows 34 to 51, followed by Zone 3 for guests seated in rows 15 to 33, and finally Zone 4 for guests seated in rows 7 to 14. Your seat code number is located on the bottom right-hand corner of your boarding pass.
Passengers seating in Zone 1 and 4 to board for gate lunch number 18.
Boarding was done by zones. I think it started roughly on time. I was in Zone 4, which I think was priority with Zone 1, but I missed it.
Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final boarding call for AirAsia Flight D7213 to Kuala Lumpur. Once again, this is the final boarding call for
Thank you.
AirAsia Flight D7213 to Kuala Lumpur. If you hold a boarding card for this service.
Just check on the left. Thank you.
Welcome on board one of AirAsia X's ex-Philippine Airlines A330s, featuring 18 Thompson Aero Vantage XL seats in premium flatbed class in a 1-2-1 configuration. Then behind that you've got 24 Safran 5810 seats in a 232 configuration in the quiet zone. When this aircraft was with Philippine Airlines, this was the premium economy cabin. And then behind that there's 267 seats in economy class in a 242 configuration. We'll be seated in the quiet zone for this flight, for now in seat 22K. The quiet zone is available only for guests aged 10 years and above. First impressions once on board, the cabin looks nice. So nice for a low-cost carrier, which makes sense. I gather the boarding music is from Philippine Airlines still, because it's like a fancy hotel lobby music, not AirAsia's pop music. It fits the cabin more though. Each premium economy class seat comes with a headrest adjustable both vertically and on the sides.
Thank you.
Now let's take a quick look at the seat features. I'll judge this sort of an extra legroom seat because that's what it's priced like. Legroom is fantastic for an economy seat. The width is phenomenal and the features are too. There's a footrest, there's a seat back pocket where there's some literature. There's a couple seat back pockets for your personal items. There is an in-flight entertainment screen, however it wasn't switched on, which I expected. There's also a coat hook. There seems to be 2 universal power sockets for every 2 premium economy seats. This little thing comes out, which I guess you can use for drinks, maybe? I don't know, it does look quite small. Inside the armrest there is a tray table, which it seems I'm having some trouble getting out. There's a button for the leg rest too. Also, the padding is amazing. The seats are just super epic for the price. After recording the seat features, I decided to move to 22A because there was 2 spare seats, so why not? The crew said it was fine.
Captain from the flight MEL-KUL-SIN. We need to the Inflight is in Mr. John. On class like welcome on before flight D72131 for Kuala Lumpur. At this moment, we're just waiting for the final completion of a few more documents before we can proceed to departure. We'll take another maximum of 10 minutes from now. Meanwhile, the formation for today is ready to cruise at 36,000 feet above sea level, subject to air traffic control. And the flight time being today is approximately 7 hours and 40 minutes. So I think Sally will prepare the conditions for departure today. I'll be back with you guys with latest updates just upon reaching our cruising altitude with the latest information on this flight. Meanwhile, I will leave it safe hands our cabin crew and we'll be on a shuttle. Thank you.
Bound for Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. The commander of this flight is Captain Kamal-Jin, assisted by First Officer John, and I'm your in-charge cabin crew Megan. Together with me is our exceptional team of cabin crew which will be taking care of your comfort. Approximately 7 hours and 40 minutes. For your safety, your hand luggage must be placed in the overhead compartments or under the seat in front of you. Put your seat upright, ensure there is belt securely fastened, store your tray table and footrest to its original position and keep your window shades fully open.
It's now time for pushback, about 1 minute behind schedule.
Cabin crew to your safety demonstration position. Thank you.
Dear guests, your safety is our concern, and for your own benefit, we ask for your full attention and listen carefully to the cabin crew in front of you, as the safety features may differ from other aircraft. This is your seatbelt. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and tighten the belt by pulling on the buckle strap. Should an oxygen mask like this drop from the compartment above your seat, immediately pull the mask firmly towards you. Place the mask over your nose and mouth with the headband tightly around your head and breathe normally. Place your own mask first before assisting others under your care. Your life vest is under or next to your seat. To use it, slip it over your head like this, clip on the waistband, and pull it tight. If smoke is present, keep low and follow the path lights to the nearest exit as indicated.
Yang dihormati, sebagai langkah keselamatan, lampu kabin akan dipadamkan. Jika anda ingin membaca, sila nyalakan lampu bacaan anda. Terima kasih.
By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far and you'd like to see more like it, please consider liking and subscribing, as it would help with the YouTube algorithm to show this video to more people, which would help me out and help me to make more of these videos. If you don't want to though, that's completely okay. It's now time for takeoff on runway 27. The curtains have been put up between the cabins, making this premium economy quiet zone feel quite private. I gather they'll come around with a service after takeoff and before landing. I gather the tray table at my original seat was a bit stuck, or fully stuck, or something, I don't know. The menu on AirAsia X has a fabulous selection as usual, I reckon. Reasonable prices too, I think.
Pre-booked meals and the sale of food and beverages shortly. Browse our Suntan menu and AirAsia catalog for exciting deals on anything you like. If you see anything you fancy, do let us know. As a safety reminder, please be mindful when the carts are passing through the aisle. Thank you.
So it sounds like you can have pre-ordered stuff whenever, or maybe just during service, but I think it's whenever, if you ask. The crew didn't get to me until I think it was 1 hour and a quarter after takeoff-ish. I got the curry puff which I pre-ordered, which was pretty good, but compared to other food I've had on AirAsia, it wasn't anything too impressive. I got a water and the fizzy iced yuzu drink. They gave me the rest of the sparkling water which I gather they used for it, which was nice. I also guess they put it together on the spot, which is cool. The fizzy iced yuzu was great. It's cool to be able to have a drink like that on the plane. The recline was fantastic for economy, but for premium economy I imagine pretty standard. Now let's take a quick look at the lavatory. This one was a decent size, but not huge I think. I think it was only air refresher or something like that for additional amenities, but that's fine. I decided to buy a blanket set thing. The blanket's pretty decent for what it is. About 2 hours before landing, it's now time for the second service. I got the cheesecake which I pre-ordered, which was as good as the first time I had it I think. Only I wasn't as surprised by it. I also got a hot chocolate, which was great. It was very literally hot chocolate, but it tasted like there was proper chocolate in there.
Terminal 2 in about 20 minutes from now. That is what I'm Kuala Lumpur to be. We're finally find at moment with the ground temperature about 25 degrees Celsius and subject to air traffic control and traffic flow in KL morning. We should be landing at 55 minutes past 5. And it's up, the stereo time difference. The local time now is coming up to 20 minutes past 1 in the morning. Of all of the crew for today, I would like to thank you for flying this, and we hope to see you again soon. Have a good morning and have a blessed day, Kuala. Thank you.
Here's a look at the regular economy class cabin.
Most importantly, please ensure that your seat belts are securely fastened, and they are visible to the cabin crew as they do their cabin checks in preparation for the landing.
Anda dipasang dengan sempurna dan dapat dilihat oleh anak-anak kapal.
As we descended to Kuala Lumpur, please allow me to conclude this experience with AirAsia X. For the most part, online check-in worked well for me. Boarding was pretty good, being basically on time and done by zones, although they could have done with signs saying the zones. Once on board, the seat is what I imagine a standard premium economy seat is like, but this was technically an economy class flight and I didn't pay that much extra considering how much better I think it is. The width is better, the legroom is better, the recline is better, or at least having the leg rest is. And also since it's a quiet zone cabin, I think it was quieter and it felt pretty private. I feel like it was absolutely worth the extra I paid for it. The curry puff I had was good, but nothing super special. The fizzy iced yuzu drink was great. The cheesecake was delicious once again, and the hot chocolate was great. I guess it depends a bit on what type of hot chocolate you prefer. The cabin crew were very friendly, though not above and beyond. I'm not sure what's going on with AirAsia X site, which I guess was the in-flight entertainment tablets you could get, for a fee. But even at a cost, it would be nice to have that option for some entertainment. As I mentioned earlier, the options for food and drinks is great and reasonably priced. Unfortunately, I didn't get much sleep. I found it to be pretty fresh on board, but I was fine once I got the blanket. I think me not sleeping was more because of me and not because of the seat, because it was comfy. So overall, I had a fantastic flight with AirAsia X. In a lot of ways, it didn't feel like a low-cost carrier flight. I think probably the main thing they could improve on, unless I'm forgetting something, would be the entertainment, but it's not a deal breaker for me. I would absolutely do this premium economy seat again, and I think I would even in regular economy, but I think it's so worth the upgrade. I would actually pick this over a lot of full service carriers, I think, if the price was right. We'll soon pull into the gate about 35 minutes early, which is great. But for now, please enjoy the rest of the approach and landing on Kuala Lumpur International Airport's runway 33.
all Malaysian, welcome home, and to all visitors, welcome to Malaysia. It was a pleasure serving you on board, and we hope to see you again soon. On behalf of AirAsia, Captain Kamaljit, First Officer John, and the rest of the crew operating on this flight, would like to say thank you for flying with us and have a blessed day.
I'd like to take this time to thank you all so much for watching this video. I'd also like to thank all of my incredible Patreons for helping to make these videos possible. Their support is truly so much appreciated, and I couldn't do what I do without them, so thank you so much to them.
Doors and cross-check.
Another nice benefit of the cabin that we were in was we got off the plane quicker than others too. Once again, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you have an amazing day, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you in my next one next Saturday at 5 PM Melbourne time.